Hi there guys, it's Bryony from Pay It Forwards and I'm here today to talk to you about doTERRA's gut cleanse. So this video is intended to be a very quick summary, a beginner's guide if you like, talking you through the products and telling you about how it's going to work over the 30 days. There will be other videos that I do that will talk in more detail about the products and there'll be more information. I'm going to be setting up a Facebook group that's open to everybody who wants to join us to do this gut cleanse. Will in there be a file section where we'll be looking at all the components of the gut cleanse in a bit more detail. The Facebook group is there as a support group really. We're going to be sharing recipes, we're going to be supporting each other with love, seeing how we're going, no judgment, everyone just allowed to be on their own journey and, you know, making the most out of their month if you like. So your 30-day gut cleanse with doTERRA uses all their natural products, well not all of them, but it uses a good lot of their natural products. And I want you to really think of it as putting the good stuff in you. You know, you're going to take these 30 days, you're going to give yourself a gift of really making some positive daily habits and flooding your body with some really, really good stuff that's going to help you in a lot of different ways. And we'll go through them in a minute. What I don't want you to think about is all the stuff that you need to take out, the stuff that you're not allowed to have. Think of it as the good stuff that you're putting in. You're going to make some positive daily habits, and if they replace some of your less positive habits, then great. But if they're in addition to your less positive habits, then that is still good, okay? There is no such thing as failing at a gut cleanse, okay? As long as you are, you know, drinking a bit more water a day, you'll be winning. And as long as you're even in the Facebook group surrounded by lots of positive people with their positive energy, you'll be winning. So, you know, there's no judgment and there's certainly no overwhelm and no stress with this, okay? It is there to support you. It's there to provide as much information as you need without making you feel icky or guilty or unworthy, okay? So it's all there with love. Okay, so the first thing to say to you is this is my disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. All the statements I make are not evaluated by the FDA and they're not intended to diagnose, treat, cure or prevent any condition. I would say seek advice from a healthcare professional if you have a condition or a medical complaint. And I would recommend that you always consult a medical doctor before modifying your diet, starting a new exercise regime or taking new supplements. Okay, so that's the boring bit out of the way. So why would you want to cleanse? Well, there's a good few reasons. Number one, and it's usually the most popular one for everyone, is that you're feeling a bit sluggish. You're feeling a bit, maybe you put the kids to bed at night and you fall asleep with them and then have to drag yourself up to get awake at 9 o'clock and start eating your dinner and preparing yourself for the next day. But this sluggishness, this lack of energy actually can be due to a toxic buildup in your body. So there are 3 pathways that toxins have to get inside you, and that is through your skin, through your airways and through your GI tract, so through your gastrointestinal tract. And we are exposed to lots and lots of toxins in our day-to-day life. You can't get away from it, unfortunately. You can help to limit it, which we'll talk about in a minute, but the average person is in regular contact with over 6,000 chemicals. And even newborn babies, on the day that they're born, their blood from their umbilical cord shows over 250 synthetic chemicals. So that is quite seriously a lot of stuff that your body is working really, really hard to eliminate out, okay? So of course you could be reaching towards less toxic alternatives to your cleaning products, to your body products, and doTERRA certainly do help you with that, but there is still going to be a level of toxin that you're finding seeping into your body, you know, just from breathing in the air as you walk around, just from being around other people. So when we talk about your body working really hard to eliminate these toxins, I like to think of it in a few ways. Basically, your cells are healthy. And if all your cells are healthy, then your body will be healthy. But your cells are programmed to be healthy, and their default is good wellness. And they will be healthy if they are doing 4 things. Number 1, if they're doing the job that they're designed to do. So if they're a heart cell or a liver cell or a skin cell, and they're doing that job. Secondly, they are making their own energy. Thirdly, they are replicating themselves and making new cells. And lastly, they are dying off when they get aged or diseased, okay? Basically, all cells have a self-destruct button that if they stop doing their job well enough because they get a bit diseased or they get a bit old, then they can actually self-destruct, take the sickness or the disease with them, and one of those new cells that they've made can slip in and start doing the job perfectly. Some of our chronic illnesses are related to the fact that that self-destruct button isn't working so well anymore. And there are certainly things that we can do to support that process of your cell, but it's one of the things that your cells need to do. So how do we make these cells healthier? Well, eliminating toxins can actually really help. Think about your cells having cupboards, and you know, if you take on some toxins, maybe you have a bit of a drink or you have a bit of an indulgent food time, then your cells will just stuff the toxins in the cupboards and they'll get on with their day-to-day life. That's all very well. The problem arises, and they'll take them out of the cupboards and kind of process them out little at a time as they need to when they've got the energy. But the problem arises when those cupboards are all full and the toxins are leaking out and they're getting in the way and the cell can't do its job and it can't build its own energy, and then your body has to use a lot of energy to rid the toxins. And you'll know that feeling if you've ever had a hangover. That is basically your lack of energy, your body taking all of its energy to process out all that bad stuff. You know, when you have a hangover and it's ridiculously too tiring to even stand in the shower and you have to sit on the floor, that's when you know it's bad. Your body working really hard to detox you so that you can get on with doing your day-to-day jobs, your cells' day-to-day jobs. Okay, so if we can help with a gut cleanse to kind of rid you of those toxins, then your cells can go back to being in their default state of wellness and doing the job they're designed to do. That's number one. Number two, there's an actually supported link between your gut health and your mental acuity. So by doing a gut cleanse, you can help to restore focus, concentration, and clear thinking. So not only are you getting energy, but you're getting concentration and clear thinking. That's, you know, going to power you through the rest of your life, surely. Now, your gut cleanse can support weight loss too, so that might be reason number three. It wouldn't be the main aim of your gut cleanse though. The reason it might support weight loss is because some of those positive habits that you're putting in through your gut cleanse, your 30-day gut cleanse, are going to be the same positive habits that you might reach to if you're looking to help you lose weight. Drinking more water, cutting out things like alcohol and processed food, that kind of stuff. The other reason it can help support weight loss is because if you've ever tried to lose weight and you've got to that plateau point where you just can't seem to lose that last little bit, what it can be is that those fat cells hold the toxins, just like any other cells. And until you get rid of that toxin, you can't actually eliminate the fat cell. So doing a gut cleanse and getting rid of those toxins can help you lose that last little bit that, you know, is hanging around, not because you're not exercising enough and not because you're not eating well enough. It's simply that you haven't got rid of the toxins. Okay. The next one is to improve your mood or your emotional health. There's an absolutely research proven link between gut health and emotional well-being. 90% of your serotonin is produced in your gut, and serotonin is your happy drug. It's responsible for your mood balance. So if your gut is healthier and happier, then it's going to help you with balancing your mood, improving your mood. And lastly, you would do a gut cleanse to boost your immunity. So with us starting this gut cleanse, coming into winter, it's a great time as those nights are drawing in to give us a little bit of a boost of immunity before Christmas. Your gastrointestinal tract actually makes up 70% of your immune system. So again, if you're making that cleaner and healthier and stronger, then your immune system is going to be stronger. Okay, so now I'm going to go through with you very, very quickly, the products that you're going to be taking through your 30-day gut cleanse. So we're going to start with your Long Life Vitalities. So there are 3 parts to the Long Life Vitality supplements, and you want to think of them as being a part of your daily nutritional plan. Research actually now shows you that we all need supplementation. It's just the kind of supplementation that your body needs. So the reason that we all need supplementation, and that's irrespective of how good your diet is, research is showing that even with a really good balanced diet, you're only ever going to get 40% of what you need from the food that you eat. And that's down to things out of your control, like the mineral depletion in soils due to over farming, and the fact that lots of our fruits and veggies in supermarkets are picked before they're actually ripe. So they're not getting that goodness off the tree and out of the ground before they're picked, and then they ripen in the supermarket stores under those lights. And so even if you ate, a million apples, there's not going to be the goodness in them that you need. Okay. So think of your Long Life Vitality as a foundation for your health. And also think about it as one of those really positive daily habits that you can continue after your 30-day gut cleanse. So I am on the Long Life Vitality every day. Okay. So here come the 3. They come in 3 parts, and I'll show you each one. So what you're going to do is you're going to take across the 30 days, every single day, 2 of each in the morning and in the evening. Now, there would be nothing wrong with you starting on a half dose or doing a half dose. So maybe you take one of each in the morning, one of each in the evening, or two of each in the morning or the evening, as you wish. The most important thing is that you take them with fats, and this is going to help their absorption. Okay, so think good fats, think avocado, think coconut oil, think nut oils. Maybe you've got a nut butter that you spread on your toast in the morning. It's all good. It's going to help the absorption of them, and it's going to, you know, make the benefit of them far, far greater. So the first one I'm going to start with is your VMZ. So this is your food nutrient complex, and this is what they look like, if you can see that. Oh, that was a good plan. It's just because of the light. It's because they're white as well. So they look like this. You see that one? There we go. Alrighty. So your food nutrient complex. So it's all the vitamins and minerals that you could possibly need. Promoting healthy metabolism and boosting cellular energy. So what doTERRA do very well is that they don't ram it in here with, you know, 1500% of your RDA. They just put in there what you need and as much of what you need that you need, if that makes sense. So they are your food nutrient complex. Now, the other thing that doTERRA do that's very, very clever is that they make all these supplements bioavailable. Now, what that means is that they are enhancing the way that these supplements are going to impact your health. So if you have ever taken supplements in the past and they haven't really done very much for you, and I used to be this person, I used to think it was just basically a big waste of money. If you ever noticed that you went to your toilet and your wee was a, you know, bright orange colour, then basically what that means is that those supplements are getting out of you before they've done any good. They're not getting to where they needed. You basically have the length of your gut in order to get those supplements out of the capsule and into your body and to where they're needed before they pass out to the other end. So what doTERRA do is that they make them bioavailable. They do some very, very clever things to help your body. Number one, they include a yeast in them so that your body recognizes them as food and starts to digest them quicker. Secondly, they include digestive enzymes so that the enzymes are there ready, helping them to digest. They don't have to call on your own body's digestive enzymes. Thirdly, they actually cover them in a lipid surfactant. So this is something that your gut has to do. For anything to absorb across the gut wall, it has to have a kind of a lipid surfactant. And doTERRA have already done that to speed the process along. And finally, they include essential oils. They include what we call a tummy tamer blend of essential oils that are going to calm your digestive system, make it nice and easy for those supplements to be digested, okay? So that was your VMZ. Next one I'm going to go to is your omega. So this is your XE omega. These are your essential fatty acids. So I cannot reiterate enough how much you need these in your life. This is what they look like, two little red ones. 80% of your brain is made up of fat. Your nerves are covered in fat, and they don't actually transmit the electrical impulse from one end to the other unless they've got that fat covering around them. You need it for your immune system. You need fats for your joints to oil them. You need it for your cardiovascular system and your brain function, as we've already said. Now, doTERRA get their essential fats from fish and from algae and plant sources. There is a vegan version, so if you don't want the fish oils, then there is a vegan version where you don't have to have the fish oils. But importantly, the fish aren't farmed fish. Their cortisol levels aren't so high that they're going to make us really stressed, because that can actually affect our own cortisol levels. They're happy fish with no high levels of mercury. So really, really good omegas, really, really good sourced, and going to really help you. Now, the third one is your alpha CRS plus. So this is the biggie for me. This is the reason that I went onto the supplements in the first place, because I used to get this massive energy crash in the afternoon. And what is contained in your alpha CRS, that's what they look like, is botanical extracts, but also metabolic factors. And those metabolic factors you might have heard of, things like quercetin or coenzyme Q10, and they're the things that really impact your cell function and your cellular energy, helping your mitochondria to make energy. Super, super clever stuff. And for me, like I say, it was the reason I went onto the supplements, and I no longer get that big crash in the afternoon. So, like I say, the reason that they work so well is their bioavailability. It's the research and the science that doTERRA use to actually make them work. What we do with doTERRA is that you can buy them individually, but they are heavily discounted as a 3. So the 3-pack costs £72. If you buy them individually, it actually ends up as over £130. And the reason for that is that doTERRA are encouraging you to buy the 3 together because they work so much better when they're supporting each other. Okay, right, so the next one we're going to come to is your GX Assist. So on day 1 to 30, you're taking all of your lifelong vitalities all the way through, so all 3 of them. On day 11 to 20, so basically the second lot of 10 days, you're going to be taking your GX Assist. That's what they look like. They're a hard black shell, and we call this the stripper. So you can take 1 to 3 of these a day. I would start with 1 or 2, see how you go. Basically, it's going to strip your gut of all the toxins that are in there. They're really serious, powerful cleansing oils in here. Lemongrass, oregano, lemon, peppermint and thyme, as well as caprylic acid. Now, caprylic acid creates an unfriendly environment for potential threats. So not only are we stripping out the toxins, but we're making it unfriendly for any other toxins to kind of find their way there. Now, what's clever about them is, like I say, they're in a hard capsule, so they have like a time release. They wait until they get down to your lower gut before they open, so that they are affecting your lower gut, which is where we want the cleanse to happen. So for 10 days, you're going to take the GX Assist, the stripper, and then for the last 10 days, so day 21 to 30, you're going to be taking your PB Assist. So this is your probiotic. We call this the flooder. So your probiotic is flooding back in all the good bacteria. Again, they're double release. They're timed to open and release down in your lower gut where you want that bacteria to proliferate. It's a really high quality probiotic. Very important that we all have a probiotic. Again, the research shows that we need a probiotic, but it's the type of probiotic that you take that's important. A lot of the probiotics out there, they might have a million strains of 25 different bacteria in them. But the truth of the matter is that they get to your stomach. The acidity of your stomach actually wipes them all out before they can get down to the gut and proliferate. Because that's what your stomach's job is. Number one is to make sure that none of the bad stuff from the outside gets in. And your stomach doesn't know if that's good bacteria or bad bacteria, so it just wipes it out for you. So the really important thing is that timed release, that double capsule, which is going to mean that even if the stomach acid takes off the first one, it's still going to get down to your lower gut, which is where you need it to proliferate. Okay, so we've covered kind of the first 3. Hang in there with me. We're doing all right. The next one you're going to come to is your TERRAzyme. So whether you can see that one. Your TERRAzyme supports healthy digestion and metabolism. They look like this. You see those ones? They're kind of light grey. So basically, these are digestive enzymes, and they're going to speed the conversion of your nutrients to your cellular energy. So basically the food that you take on, it's going to get that nutrient out and get you it in a form that it's then going to help you with your cellular energy. It promotes gut comfort and food tolerance as well. These are so good. I can't shout about these enough. They're another one of the ones that I take daily. And the reason for that is because, let me explain something. So when you eat a raw bit of carrot, that carrot has in it all the enzymes you need in order for it to be broken down. So all the digestive enzymes. As soon as you cook that carrot, and this is especially true of really processed food, you have taken out all the digestive enzymes. So your body then has to use its own digestive enzymes to break down that carrot. That's fine. It has its own digestive enzymes. But when you run out of your digestive enzymes, what your body does is steal your metabolic enzymes, which are the ones that create your energy, to digest your food. So if you've ever had a big roast dinner, I call it that feeling after Christmas Day where you go, oh, can't get up from the table. That is your body using your metabolic enzymes, stripping you of energy to help digest your food. So you can eat all your vegetables raw. That would be one thing. But with it coming into Christmas, into winter, you might want to be cooking your veg. You might just fancy that. So why not take some digestive enzymes, TERRAzyme? Now this is really great if you are eating more processed food. So say you go out and you do overindulge on something that you don't normally do. Taking these reactively really seriously work. Again, you can take up to 1 to 2 of these with every meal that you take. What I do is I take 1 in the morning and then 1 in the evening. But it's kind of up to you, and you can see how you go with them. You can take them after the gut cleanse. You can actually take them reactively. So if you feel that feeling of, You could take it and within 15 minutes you feel totally different. Okay, next one we're coming to, we're nearly there, team. This is the last one, is your Zendocrine. So this is your detoxification blend. Okay, you can get this in an oil as well, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Your soft gels are in capsule form, so you're going to take them with water. Here we go. It's going to detox out some stuff, and it's really integral to the cleanse, really important. It's going to rid your body of toxins and free radicals, which are those things that cause disease and cause aging. It's going to help with healthy function of your liver, your kidneys, your colons, your lungs, and your skin. It's a mixture of tangerine, rosemary, geranium, juniper berry, and cilantro. And cilantro is the one, incidentally, which is really good at detoxing heavy metals from your body. So if you've got fillings in your mouth, it's one that you want to be looking at. Let's just put it that way. So soft gels, endocrine soft gels. Okay, and then the last bit is the additional support that you're going to get. Like I say, that Zendocrine also comes in oil form. So you could be dropping that into your water and drinking it and putting it in the diffuser. Either or, both, whichever, however you want to use it. It is delicious in water. It's really lovely. So yes, let's get on to that additional support. So with your additional support, lemon. Top of the list, lemon essential oil. It's your ultimate, wrong way up. It's your ultimate cleanser. It breaks down petrochemicals. You can look at this. If you were to put lemon in water and leave it in a plastic water bottle overnight, you will actually see that water go white as it's stripping the plastic off the bottle. So number one, don't drink it out of plastic water bottles. But number two, think about what that's doing for your body. It's also super delicious to drink lemon in your water. Makes your water super tasty, and you probably want to drink more water because of it, which is super important when you're on a gut cleanse, to keep really hydrated, because you need some help to flush out the toxins, especially when you're on those middle 10 days and you're stripping that body of the toxins. The second one that you can get is Slim and Sassy. So this is your metabolic blend. Sometimes it's called Smart and Sassy as well, same thing. What it does is it helps boost your healthy metabolism. It manages your hunger and manages your cravings, which is really important, especially if, like me, you've got a serious sweet tooth and there's going to be something that you're hankering for. Putting this in your water is a really great way. Now, it has a few different oils in there because it's a blended one, but it has grapefruit in, which is the oil of honoring your body. I love grapefruit in my water. I kind of switch between lemon and grapefruit during my day, but the oil of honoring your body, super important when you're on a gut cleanse, because that's what you're doing. You're honoring that body. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. What do we do and when? So I'm going to share my screen with you. So here we go. Can you see this picture? This is something that I will be putting in the group, certainly, so it shows you what you're going to do. At the top of that list, you've got your Long Life Vitality. You're going to take 2 of these with every meal, morning and evening. Make sure that you've got some good fats in that meal. Now, don't forget that you can half the dose as well if you want to. Next on the list, you've got your digestive enzymes, your doTERRA's, 1 with each meal, 3 a day. Remember, I take 2, but you can certainly go up to 3. Your Zendocrine detoxification, 1 again with each meal. You can go anywhere between 1 and 3 a day if you wish to. Then you've got your GX Assist. Notice how that is just in the middle. So it's the days 11 to 20, you're going to be doing your GX Assist. 1 with AM and PM meals. So you can go 1 to 3 of those a day. Okay. I would start with a lower number, maybe start with 1 or 2, see how you go. Again with meals. And then you'll see that PB Assist is over on that side as well, is over on the other side. So that's day 21 to 30. And you're going to take 1 with each meal. So again, you can go up to 3 a day if you want to. I usually just take 1, I'll be honest. And then at the bottom, you've got those optional drops of lemon or Smart and Sassy. Any of your citrus really is going to be really great. So the idea here is that day 1 to 10, you're getting your body ready. You're putting in some really good positive habits. Lots of water, lots of citrus oils in your water. You've got your lifelong vitalities going in. You're detoxing with your detoxification blend, and you're getting those digestive enzymes in. You're also getting into the swing of it. So maybe you're not focusing so much on caffeine. You're dropping out a bit of alcohol and maybe a bit of processed sugar. Okay. Now, the second lot of 10 days is when you're stripping. Lots of continued support will all be there. That is the trickiest bit of the cleanse. You can start to feel a bit lethargic, you can start to feel a bit icky, but just keep drinking heaps and heaps of water with that lemon in and you'll be good. And then the last 10 days are your flooding days, where you're flooding in all that good bacteria. And just remember that this is a start. This is to kickstart some positive daily habits. So the idea would be that when you carry on after these 30 days, you're going to carry on with your lifelong vitalities potentially. You're going to carry on with your probiotic, your PB assist. You're going to carry on drinking that oil in your water and using your TerraZyme, especially if you're, leaning towards more processed foods on a certain day. Focus, like I say, on on all the good stuff you're adding in. Yes, try to drop down your caffeine and your alcohol. Yes, try to eat as much real, wholesome, whole food as you can and drink heaps and heaps of water. Look, don't forget to look for healthy fats. The other things that you can do to support yourself will be movement. I'm a movement teacher, so I have to mention this, that movement helps support your toxic release and improves your mood. I'm a Pilates teacher, so I would be saying to you, good posture will also help that toxic release. And I will be in that group offering some little videos on movement that you can do every day, maybe 10 minutes that just get you moving in the morning or, whenever you choose to do them. You're also going to want to prioritize your sleep and prioritize managing your stress. Okay, so you can definitely use oils to do this, and if you need some help with that, then we'll all be there in the group to help. But also think about things like reducing your screen time. Getting some time outside in nature is always good, especially reducing your screen time before you go to bed. Doing some breathing exercises, making sure that you're self-caring. Do something every day that makes your heart sing, that you really love, whether it's having a good bath or going outside and just feeling the sun on your face, whatever that is. Okay, so we are going to be starting this at the beginning of next month. And if you want to join us, then that's absolutely cool. How do you go about getting them? Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you can see my face a bit more. How do you go about getting them? Well, if you're a wholesale account holder, then you can go in and you can order all these bits as a monthly order. So you're going to be looking to put in your lifelong vitalities. You can actually order the GX Assist and the PB Assist together as a little bundle that makes it a bit cheaper. So don't forget, the 3 lifelong vitalities come as a cheap bundle. The GX Assist and the PB Assist come together. You'll want your TerraZyme, you'll want your detoxification blend. I'll make sure that you have all the info as to what you need. You might need to add in another lemon or another smart and sassy as you want to. If you are ordering before the 15th of September, so we're going to start this at the beginning of October. If you're ordering before the 15th of September to get yourself ready, know that you are getting 20% off the enrollment kits this month. So this is even if you have a wholesale account already, you can get 20% off your cleanse and restore. So that's going to make it cheap, heaps and heaps cheaper. Okay, with 20% off, your cleanse and restore is £138.40. You then might want to add the slim and sassy to that. If you're ordering it as a monthly order with all the bits separately, it's going to actually be £50 more expensive than that. So look for that 20% off this month, okay? It's a real bonus that we can access those enrollment orders, okay? If you need some help, of course, reach out to me. Now, if you don't have a wholesale account already with doTERRA, that's absolutely fine. You can actually enroll with doTERRA with the Cleanse and Restore kit. Like I say, that is £138.40 this month until the 15th, and then it will go up by 20%. What you'll get with that is actually a wholesale membership for a year as well. So you get access to wholesale prices, access to members only Facebook groups and specials, and ongoing education and support. So if you need to talk to me about that, then reach out. If I'm not the first person who you heard doTERRA about, reach out to the first person that you spoke to about doTERRA. But if that happens to be me, then you can go onto my website at mydoterra.com/payitforwards. Select join and save and click on wholesale to set up yourself with a cleanse and restore enrollment kit. But if you need some help, just get in contact. You can email me at bryonytilly@hotmail.com, or you can find me on Facebook at Pay It Forward with Bryony Tilly. So I'm really hoping that I see heaps and heaps of you in the group. I'm really hoping that, we get to have a lovely month together and we all feel amazing because we've given ourselves this massive, massive gift. It is going to be an amazing month. We're going to make some serious friendships and we're going to have a happy, happy October of cleansing. Okay, if you need any advice, I'm here for you. Just shout out. All right, lots of love. Have a lovely day.